Member for Alfred-Pellant. Mr. Speaker, Conservative decisions with respect to fighting crime are quite troublesome. Although they claim to be the champions of law and order, when you look at the facts, you can see that that's far from clear. The Conservatives didn't hold a press conference to announce that they would be no longer funding the Eclipse Brigade, which is specialized in fighting street gangs in Montreal. Can the Minister of Public Safety explain the twisted logic behind the refusal to renew funding for fighting street gangs? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
The government is committed to fighting and cracking down on gangs, not only in Montreal but across the country. That's why we've introduced and brought into law over 20 bills addressing organized crime. We are pleased to make a one-time investment to provide provincial police forces with the tools that they need to crack down on guns, gangs, and drugs. And sadly, Mr. Speaker, the NDP never support our initiatives. We ask them to support those initiatives to crack down on criminal activity, including organized crime across the country and in Montreal. Thank you.
The honourable member for Scarborough-Rouge River.
Again, we see the Conservatives launching another make-believe attack to distract from their own inaction. They talk about public safety, and then they cut funding for groups that help young people avoid gangs and crime. Scarborough is still dealing with the aftermath of a tragic and violent summer. Residents are concerned. Repeated pleas for action have been ignored by Conservatives. They won't properly invest in witness protection and are slashing public safety staff. When will the Minister finally show leadership and help keep GTA community safe from violence?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Public Safety.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, that member is completely wrong on every one of those points that you tried to make. Mr. Speaker, we were the ones who introduced and have funded a national crime prevention strategy that includes a fund to help young people stay out of gangs. We continue to invest that and make that a permanent fund. As well, Mr. Speaker, we've invested $9.2 million every year in witness protection programs. We've introduced legislation, funding, initiatives across the board to crack down on crime, and every single time the NDP do not support it. In fact, they oppose it, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member